I want to tell you a story, and this isn't a ghost story, it's an alternative to a ghost story, and it's a story about some local folklore and what that can mean when we try to interpret it. Maybe not the way it was meant to be interpreted, but from an alternative angle. So, up on the shoulder of Monmouthshire, somewhere up on there, this is a Welsh mountain, and there's a rock there that looks like a man. And the important thing to know about the stone that's somewhere up there is, or isn't, that it once was a man. Is that it still is a man. Because the legend isn't about a punishment that happened. It's about a process that doesn't stop and has never stopped. So I'm gonna have a little walk around Monmouthshire and tell the tale of the lonely shepherd, all on this beautiful day at the top of the valleys. An early church, the Lonely Shepherd. So we'll take a look. So the story goes, a long time ago there was this shepherd, and he lived around here. And he never took a wife. He was on his own, and all his life was herding sheep and things like that, farming. But he decided he needed a wife, and he took in a local widow that was from here. And at the start, yeah, everything seemed fine, but over time he became very harsh and demanding to his wife, and he was always making her do most of the work. He was always criticising her and just forcing her to do the hard labour, and generally being a dick and treating her really badly. So, as the story says, over time he becomes harsh and demanding, really demanding, and he's criticising her, forcing her to do a lot of hard labour and just generally treating her really, really badly. And his wife, over time, she becomes so full of despair at the way that he's treating her and the way he's sort of acting her and acting towards her. And basically she decides enough's enough. She's going to end it all. So she walks down from around this mountain to the River Usk, and she jumps in, she drowns herself, and that's it, done. And the punishment for the shepherd treating his wife so badly she's forced to commit suicide, is that the shepherd, he gets turned to stone. And the strangest part of the folklore is what's said to happen every year on Midsummer's Eve, the night before Midsummer's Day, of course. This stone is believed to come back to life, and for that night the lonely shepherd wanders down towards the River Usk, calling his wife's name, searching for her. But by dawn, after he's been searching all night, he returns back here to where the stone is on this hill, and he turns back into stone until next year, when he repeats the cycle all over again. Now, this is common theme in folklore and folk traditions around here and all across Britain, really. This type of transformation into rock and transformation by supernatural forces or God or local spirits, witches, that type of thing, and it creates a permanent reminder for the landscape for everyone to see. His wife did a lot of the work, and he just watched her, and maybe the River Usk watched her too, because rivers in folklore, they are like sort of therapists. They don't interrupt, they keep going, they allow you to keep going. And one day she just put everything into the river, and the shepherd was left alone on a hill with a silence so loud that it turned him into stone. Now, this is the important bit, because the legend doesn't say that God or a god punished him. It doesn't say that he was struck by lightning. It says he just turns into stone up here. And that is exactly what happens when people refuse to change. Maybe he didn't become a monster or a demon, he just became unchanging, and that is punishment. Every year on Midsummer's Eve, when the boundary supposedly gets thin, this stone is said to wake up and go searching for his lost wife. So he walks down towards the river, calling her name. Not because he loves her now, but because he finally feels her absence. And the river, being a river, it doesn't answer. And by morning, he's back on that hill, frozen again. And the stone is up there, still. Not haunting anyone, just waiting. Alone.